My name is David Lebo Batard, and I am a postmodern cartoon expressionist. I think on good weeks, I'd probably be in the studio about 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, and to me, this is where I want to be the most. For years, I had my studio in my living room, and before that, when I was living with my parents, my studio was in my bedroom. So to me, there's really no turn-off switch, and I really think that's a beautiful thing. It's a real blessing that I've been able to kind of exist in that place since I was a kid, encouraged by my parents, and can still be there. And so yeah, keeping track of time never really occurs to me. I think having a cartooning background, I consider myself a cartoonist, so I deal with line and with form in a way that's narrative. That's how I describe a cartoonist. What I've found over the years is there's certain things, totems if you want to call them that I've created that they tend to really resonate with people, and two of those are owls and cats. And it's interesting from an artistic standpoint because I think as an artist, when you find something that really clicks, you either rush towards that thing and you just want to milk it, or you kind of move away from it because it seems a little bit too easy. And I never really struggled with that part of it, with those, because they were so near to my heart anyways. What I've learned to do is treat those as my own cartoon characters, my own Peanuts or my own Calvin and Hobbes, and those evolve and they change through the paintings. I use phrases in my work, and not just English, I use Spanish and Latin, Morse code. I think partly because I come from a cartooning background and comic strips always had words with them, but also in my sketchbooks I realized as I was growing up that they became sort of diaries where I would pull phrases that were being spoken around me or from songs or that I read, and they become a subtext to the art and something that can complement the art. And now playing with lettering and fonts, handmade fonts, you can actually play with the composition as well. So to me it's just another way to tell that story, and another layer you could put in there and engage the viewer even more. My brother used to always tell me how much of an impact and influence Miami has on us, but as I started to travel and experience a lot more and love the world even more, I also began to love Miami a lot more. And in a lot of ways, I think my evolution as an artist and as a human being, and Miami's evolution as a city for the last span of 30, 35 years has been pretty congruous, and I feel a real connection to the city that's indescribable. And to be able to be an artist that's living and successful in the city that you grew up in is hugely rewarding.